Hi there, everybody. We're back with an update for day 2 from day 1. So we've gone from our blue and white live site theme to a little black and blue, but we're there and we're moving forward. In addition to sharing the video, we will also be sharing the slides themselves. So you have that to look forward to. We want to remind everybody we still believe in our belief statements, and we will continue to believe in these. And remember that all of your hard work as PARCC school managers is allowing our teachers to just focus on PARCC when they're giving the test, and then to focus on the good instruction that supports our students' learning, not only for PARCC, but for their entire lives all the time. Thank you for your leadership with that. We talked at a PARCC school managers meeting earlier in the year about knowing the dangers of the fire swamp and being able to kind of move forward from there. So when you check out the slides themselves, if you click the little click here button, you can watch this little clip. And again, we've learned about a bunch of the dangers of the fire swamp today, and we're moving forward. And hopefully we'll not see the prince and his henchmen when we get out of the forest. So the objectives of this video and slides are some lessons from today that then result in some tips for tomorrow and beyond. And my face is covering some of these. I am so sorry about that. So first of all, students who missed today, that is the first thing we want to talk about, is what do we do starting tomorrow with the students who missed today? So first of all, before we do anything, this is not a night before thing. You want to do this the morning of the next day. Are they in attendance that next day? And it's particularly important on day 2 of math or day 2 and 3 of ELA. It is not so important. The kids who miss tomorrow, day 2 of math, there's nothing you need to do on day 1 of ELA. It starts them over, and we'll just catch that day 2 of math up on the makeup side of things. So are they in attendance today? First thing to do early in the morning, kind of make that little list. That's one thing you can do the night before for the teachers in the health office so that you can find out as quickly as possible if they are in attendance. And you may want to have testing be delayed enough to give you a few minutes to handle this, because you are going to need a few minutes to do this. It only takes a few minutes though, and you're going to only be doing this for one grade level at a time, so it shouldn't be too bad. So this is where you're setting the section start for the kids who missed yesterday, or today in our case, and are back at school tomorrow, so they can take Unit 2 with their classmates, and then we'll just do Unit 1 as a makeup. So how do we do this? We've got all the directions right here for you. We've shown you that checking the student's name and then checking set section start, but the way you really do it, breaking it down, is first. Here are the steps. First, you're going to search for the session that the students are in. And so you will need to do this for each session that had students who were absent. So that's the one thing you'll have to do multiple times within that grade level. When you find that session, you're going to check the checkbox for that session as is pictured in the red circle down here. Then, as you know, you're going to go all the way back up to the link for go to students in sessions, all the way up here next in the blue bar next to sessions near the top of the screen. Then within the session, you will find the students that you need to move forward to Unit 2 so that those students can rejoin their classmates in progress. Check the box next to their names. I had a grammar mistake I'm noticing in the slides, and then I made it verbally. So you will need to do this for each student that is back in attendance and marked ready. So all the kids who are marked ready are the kids who are not marked exited from today's tests, and we'll need to get those kids taken care of. Now you go back up to the top to the Select Tasks pull-down menu at the top and choose the bottom option in that pull-down list that says Set Section Start. Then you'll click that blue Start button all the way up here next to Select Tasks. The next screen will pop up, and in this screen you will move them all to the same next session, or next section, excuse me, of the session. And so in this case it would be the Unit 2 for math, and then you will check this box for all the students, to move all those students who you've already identified, and then you'll click the blue Save button. You don't need to worry about these section buttons or pull downs over here. These are only if you're not moving all these students to the same section, which is what we are doing. So we had some seal code issues, and the joke is really ruined with my face down there, but Rob will still think it's funny. Two seal code issues emerged from today. Issue number 1, students should only be given one seal code per unit or for that day. So if teachers don't give kids another seal code, then they can't move on to another unit of test when it's doing what it should be doing, which is requiring them to enter a seal code. So teachers should only give out the correct seal code. So for today, that was seal code 1 for math. Tomorrow, that will be seal code 2 for math. One important note, we may have made a mistake as we were shuffling thousands of papers for online testing, and we may have put the wrong seal code for the wrong session into the wrong folder. And teachers can double check that by making sure they have the correct session before they give that out to the students. So that's an important thing. Issue number 2 was verified at least a couple of schools. Some schools experienced students being automatically moved to the next unit without them having been given a seal code. We have reported this issue to Pearson and asked that it be escalated, but teachers should remind students to not go on to another unit, to be checking to ensure that they don't go past the current unit. Now for Math 2, that won't be an issue. There's nowhere to go past. But come Wednesday, when we start ELA 1, that issue could appear again, and hopefully it won't. So those are the 2 issues with seal codes. Teachers only give out 1 seal code a day, and issue 2, remind the students they're only doing that 1 unit and try and keep an eye on that. If you need help, please call us. Please pick up the phone and call the tech center. Whoever answers the phone may not have all the answers, but they'll start tracking down those answers for you. Some troubleshooting tips. People have done a great job with troubleshooting today and really learned a lot, and we really appreciate all the work of our PARCC school managers. One higher level tip is this, that we gave out to a bunch of people as the day went on, so some of you already know this. If restarts don't work or something goofy is going on with the Chromebook, shut down the student's Chromebook altogether, resume the student in Pearson Access Next, then restart the Chromebook and have the student log back into TestNav. And at that point, you may very well have solved the problem. Again, when you have a Chromebook that wasn't working and you swap that out, please give us a call as soon as you're able to. We know you might not be able to right away, so that we can send someone out to wipe that Chromebook and get it set up all over from scratch and hopefully have it work well for you. Some reminders, no different than what we shared yesterday night, for you to share out with your test administrators. Remind them to restart the Chromebooks first, have the students check the volume before launching TestNav or logging into TestNav, the seal codes, making sure they're only giving out the 1 seal code and the right seal code for that day. Test security, any computer use among teachers should be Hangouts only, and that should be that. Certainly no phones out. There are no pictures during testing, for example. That is a big no-no. And then teachers filling out the makeup form. And we know we haven't shared those with you. We will share those with you tonight, if not sooner. And finally, a big thank you. Great job through day 1. We're moving forward, and we really appreciate all of your work and support. It made a big difference for our teachers and students today. Thanks.